These simple steps are going to help you curate instead of hoard because you deserve, honestly, to enjoy your moments instead of digging through them in tons and tons and tons of photos. Hey, friend, welcome to Tidy the Clutter podcast. I'm Mariah, and I'm so glad you're here. This is your space for discovering real-life ways to simplify both your home and digital world. Life moves fast, and between work, family, and everything else on your plate, finding time to get organized can really feel overwhelming. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be. Each episode, we'll be exploring practical strategies and simple solutions that make organizing feel doable, even on your busiest days. Whether you're looking to create routines that stick, streamline your digital life, or bring more calm to your living spaces, you'll find actionable tips you can start using right away. So get comfy, grab your favorite drink, and let's dive in. Hey friend, before we dive into today's topic, I want to be completely honest with you. I had every intention of launching the toolkit this week, and you might remember that I teased it last week in episode 040, but you know what? I talk about life happening all the time, and sure enough, it did. It definitely did between my job and the kids and the pets that are determining that they own the house. Things just got so full. And honestly, I didn't want to put something out there that wasn't ready. So here we are, because I know how overwhelming digital clutter can feel. And the last thing I want is really to add another half-baked resource to your already full plate. So I'm going to be taking a little more time with it. And when it's done, it'll be something that you can actually use, and we will both feel very good about it. So I'm excited for it, but we're just going to have to wait a little longer. In the meantime, I still wanted to show up today because there's a pain point that I know we are all feeling right now, especially in summer. And we need to talk about it. We need to talk about photo clutter. Yeah, that sneaky digital chaos that really lives in our pocket, in our phone, or maybe it's in the diaper bag. Tell me if this sounds familiar to anybody else. You're out at the splash pad or having ice cream with the kids. Everyone's smiling, the light is perfect, and you start snapping away. Before you know it, you've taken 17 nearly identical photos, and then a week later, your phone buzzes, your storage is almost full. Oh, thank you, phone. And the stress just kind of hits like, oh my gosh, what? What am I going to do? Those are my pictures of my babies or my dog babies, whatever it may be. Or maybe you are trying to recreate a tradition from last summer. I swear that was like a challenge. Maybe that's still a challenge, like on TikTok or whatnot. But you are attempting to recreate that picture, and you go to find that cute picture from the zoo only to end up scrolling for 15 minutes. And finally, you're like, you know what? It's okay. I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened. Does that sound familiar? The thing about digital clutter is that even though we don't physically see it piling up on our counters or on the vanity, it still weighs on us. It makes us feel behind or disorganized and even sometimes a little bit guilty. And that stress just kind of adds up, especially when your life is already full and it feels full. I don't know if it's actually a method, but that's just what I'm going to call it for now. This one is just super simple. When you take a burst of photos, pause for 30 seconds, pick the one that captures the moment best. Maybe it's the one with the real laugh or all the eyes are open, and tap the heart to favorite it. Then go ahead and delete the rest while it's fresh. I started doing this because I would scroll endlessly looking for one picture I swore I took last year. Ends up being it was like 2 years ago because time just flies. What the heck? But either way, only I would just kind of give up. I would give up because I couldn't find the picture, even though I was looking in the wrong year. I still couldn't find it. Like, it was insane to me. I don't know what the issue was. So I just gave up and I blamed the cloud because I was like, obviously, it's the cloud's fault. It can't be mine. So, doing this in the moment just really means that you won't end up with 43 different variations of the exact same birthday cake photo. And later, when you go back to make a photo book or just want to kind of reminisce on those special moments, the best memories are easy to find. They're going to be super easy to find instead of being like, "Oh yeah, look at this picture." And then you pull one up, "Oh wait, no, that one's not it." This, "Oh wait, no, that one's not it either." I've totally had moments like that. It's like, "Oh my gosh, I promise there's a good picture in here. I just need to declutter the other ones first." Now, the second win is to start a keep for memories album or some type of album that you can basically save for later. Here's kind of how it works. So, once a week, maybe on Sunday night while you're watching Netflix or waiting in the car line, open your camera roll and pick 3 to 5 photos from that week. Drop them into whatever kind of designated album you want. So that way you can save them easily for later. And that's it. There's really no pressure. And it's super simple. There's no pressure to perfectly organize everything, just your top faves from that week. Store them so they won't get lost in the chaos. These two simple steps are going to help you curate instead of hoard because you deserve, honestly, to enjoy your moments instead of digging through them in tons and tons and tons of photos. Now, if you're nodding along and thinking, okay, yes, but I've already got like, let's say 12,000 photos in my library and I don't know where to start. I've got you, my friend. I've got you. That's exactly why I created the free Capture and Keep guide. It's really no pressure. It walks you through how to start organizing your photos in a way that works with your real life. So it's zero tech overwhelm, no judgment, and you can just grab it at today's show notes at tidytheclutter.com/041. Or just tap the link in the show notes and it'll be right there. Now, I do have one more tip. So, this one more tip I have found to be extremely helpful until my life kind of got crazy and I haven't been in the swing of it again. So, I really need to like set my alarm to be like, Mariah, this is the day and time that you are going to do this. But what I used to do is once a month, I would sit and it would be like a Sunday or super late on a Saturday when the kids are in bed and I'm just like bumming around. And what I would do is I would take out my phone and I would go back to the very beginning of that month. So we're in July right now, right? If this was like the first week of August, I would go back into July and then start at July 1st and just work through all of July. I'd get rid of blurry pictures, duplicate pictures, those beautiful 1,000 pictures of the same cute little knee. Like, oh my gosh. I don't need so many knee pictures. I don't know why that girl likes taking pictures. My youngest takes so many pictures of her knees, socks, and then like the floor. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did she even grab my phone again? And I didn't even notice it. Anyway, so once a month, that's all I would do. I would like go in and just kind of clear the mess. And my friend, I want to tell you, when the end of year would come and I haven't done this a couple of years. I haven't ordered my Shutterfly books. But when I would create kind of a Shutterfly yearbook for our family, it was so much easier to go in and upload. I could literally upload all the pictures from that year because I had already decluttered them. So it was so quick and easy. Anyway, that is my third tip. So if you're like me and kind of need to get back into a good habit like that, I would just say maybe start once a week. Start on the quietest day that you have. Mine is going to be Sunday. I'm going to set my alarm clock for a specific time. And then every Sunday at that time, I know, go through my photos and I'll just go through the week before until I finally kind of catch up. And then I'll probably go back to monthly because that actually did work very well. But anyway, you've got 3 tips that you can walk away and hopefully implement at least one of them. And you know me, I'm all about realistic progress. So really, all 3 of these wins, they're small and they're doable and they're so repeatable. You don't have to clean up your entire camera roll overnight because holy crap, that would be dedication and I would feel so overwhelmed. But if you want to do that, you are more than welcome to. But a few small, smart habits now, they'll save you so much stress later. So you'll feel so much lighter. So this week, this is going to be my little mini challenge. I hope you try them. Heart the favorites, let go of the duplicates, go through your weekly photos, remove the blurries, and just drop them into a new album. These tiny resets really do add up. And hey, thank you for sticking with me. Even when the toolkit needed a little more love, I'm glad you stuck with me this far. And I want every resource I really create for all of you to actually serve you and not just kind of check a box on the back end. But I will be back soon, hopefully with the full toolkit once it's up to my standards and yours. And in the meantime, let's keep showing up for our real lives, one intentional photo at a time and one tiny reset. And hey, if you are ready to take action today, I'm telling you that capture and keep guide is going to be a game changer for your photo organization. So you can just grab it and it's free. I promise it's free. You grab it at tidytheclutter.com/041 and it'll walk you through decluttering your photos without the overwhelm. So you've got this, my friend, and I will see you next week. Bye. That's all for today's episode. Remember, creating a tidy home isn't about perfection. It's about taking one small step at a time. Each tiny win adds up. And before you know it, you are making real progress in your space and your life. I hope you're leaving today feeling excited about your next small step forward. Did this episode hit home for you? Share it with that friend who's been feeling overwhelmed lately. Sometimes knowing we're not alone in the struggle is exactly what we need to hear. And if you are loving these tips, following the podcast and leaving a quick review really helps other moms discover these simple solutions too. You can find all the resources mentioned in today's episode, plus explore our previous episodes at tidytheclutter.com/podcast. And hey, if you haven't grabbed your free digital declutter checklist yet, this is your friendly reminder, my friend. Digital clutter is sneaking into our lives more and more each day, but you can take control before digital clutter takes control of you. Head over to tidytheclutter.com/digital15 to get started. Until next time, keep things simple, stay focused, and enjoy those small wins along the way. Take care and talk soon.